Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing the story of starting my own business at the age of 17. If you guys want to see more craft, crochet, and business videos, make sure you guys subscribe down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every time I upload a new video. So just in case you guys don't know, I am 17, and as you guys are seeing this video, I'm actually going to be turning 18 in 2 days. So I thought that this would be a perfect video to post today. And also the day that you're seeing this video, it is a month away from being my 1-year anniversary of having my Etsy shop. So that's another reason why I thought that this would be a great video to film for today. So I did just want to mention before I start this video that I did put up a poll on my Instagram story to see which video you guys wanted to see for this week, and of course you guys chose this one, so this is the one that I'm filming right now. But if you'd like to be involved in voting on what video I film, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and make sure that you're checking out my stories quite often, because I have been posting on there quite a bit, and for all of December all the way up until January 4th, I will be posting every day on Instagram, or at least trying my hardest to. So especially make sure you go follow me there, but I'm also posting a lot more on TikTok and everywhere else because I'll be done with school in the next few days for like a month. So yes, make sure you guys are following me on all those places to keep up with videos and to give me your input on what videos you want to see and all that kind of stuff. And now that I've rambled on about all of that, let's get into this story. So this story begins quite a bit before I started the Etsy shop that I currently have. I had 3 different Etsy shops before the one that I have currently, and all of them didn't work out for some reason or another. So I'm going to talk about those first, and then we'll get into the shop that I have right now and how things have been going with that. I started my first shop when I'm pretty sure I was about to go into my sophomore year. I'm pretty sure it was like a few days before the first day of school. And I was actually inspired to start that shop because I used to really like customizing my school supplies, and specifically like painting on notebooks and like different stuff like that. So if you guys saw my video on that, then you'd probably know. But that is what I started my first original Etsy shop on. And then I honestly just got kind of bored of it and decided that I didn't want an Etsy shop that was based on school supplies and stuff only, because it was pretty limiting. So that's when I pretty much gave up on it and decided I didn't want that Etsy shop anymore. And then I went and started another one with a friend of mine, which I'm not going to name names, we'll get into that more later. But I did start another one with her. She actually came up with the idea to get clothes from Goodwill and to DIY them ourselves. And it was actually pretty fun. We went on like a huge shopping spree and bought a bunch of stuff at Goodwill. And then we came back to my house and cut the clothes and like did whatever we wanted to them, and then we listed them on the Etsy shop. And we kept up with that shop for a few months, if I remember right. And that shop actually we made our first sale on, but again, I mentioned this in another video before, but that was the first shop that we ever made a sale on. And then I was getting ready to print the shipping label and everything, and then it came back and said that the order was canceled because the Etsy shop was owned by someone under 18. I did not read the terms of services, and I did not know that that was a part of it. I thought that like if you were over 18 or if you had like a bank account to set it up with, it would be okay. Should have read the terms of services. But that shop, I tried getting it fixed and it never would really work, because after that, for some reason, it wouldn't let me change the information in the shop to put it under my mom's information. They thought that I was just trying to lie about my age or something, I guess. But in reality, I was trying to change the social security number and everything over to my mom's information. That way it could be run by her and we would just make the stuff for the shop. But it never really worked out. And that friend and I just decided that we weren't gonna bother with it and whatever with it. And then after that, I actually learned to crochet from another friend. I was hanging out with her, and I think we were in like Walmart or something, and she said that she wanted to get some yarn or like look at the yarn or something, and I was like, oh, do you knit or crochet? And she's like, yeah, I actually do both. My grandma taught me when I was like 8. And I'm like, that's so cool. My grandma crochets. I've always wanted to learn how to crochet, but when I tried it the first time and my grandma taught me, I wasn't very patient because I was really young, and so I never learned fully. So I'd really like to learn to do that. And she's like, that's great. And we came up with the idea we're gonna have a sleepover and she could come over and teach me how to crochet. And that's what we did. And of course I didn't learn too much that first day, but from then on I've learned a lot from YouTube videos and different things like that. So kind of a self-taught crocheter, kind of taught by my friend, but it's a toss-up. And then after that, I decided that I was going to make up a bunch of stuff and make my next Etsy shop, which I even went to craft fairs for that one and all kinds of different stuff. And I honestly don't even remember what went wrong with that one. I think I just kind of gave up because I wasn't making any sales and it had been such a long time, not realizing all the stuff that I know now that you need to put in place to get sales on an Etsy shop. I was just getting very discouraged. So I quit that one and went on with my life for a couple months, and then it was January 4th, 2020 when I finally decided to start this Etsy shop. And the main reason I did is, I'm not gonna name any names, but we'll just say that I was wronged by a couple friends really badly in like end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So that's when I decided that I just needed something to put my spare time into. And so that was going to be this Etsy shop, and I was going to crochet stuff and I was going to sew some stuff and do all kinds of different stuff and put it up for sale and try to make some money. But even if I didn't make any money, I was still having fun making the stuff, so that was the main point, and it was sort of a distraction as well. So I set up this shop on January 4th, 2020, and the only reason I remember that day is because it's actually my mom's birthday as well. And I set it up on that day when we were like going to the movies and like doing stuff for her birthday, like in the car and everything. I was setting stuff up because I'd actually made a blanket for my grandma for Christmas, and it was actually with the loop yarn. And I was like, this is so cool, I love this stuff. And I'd been crocheting for almost a year at that point, and I still wasn't very quick at it or anything, so I would get a little frustrated still. So that's why I decided to make that loop yarn blanket, and I liked it so much that I used the leftover yarn that I had from that blanket to make a small little baby blanket. And then I was like, I don't have any like babies that I know in my life to give this to you or anything like that, so what am I gonna do with this? And I'm like, well, I guess I'll try to sell it. And that's just kind of how things perpetuated. And it just happened to be January 4th when I was finishing it and decided to post it on a new shop and everything like that. So that is basically the story for my Etsy shop. And since I'm telling the story now, I might as well tell the story of how I started my YouTube channel as well. And that came about right when the pandemic hit, which this was mid-March. My school was going on spring break. Before I tell this part, I've always sort of wanted to do a YouTube channel, but I never really knew where I'd make videos on, or I never had time to start it, or there was always just some sort of excuse in my mind for why I couldn't do it. But when the pandemic hit back in March, I finally decided that I was going to expand my Etsy shop into a YouTube channel as well. And I came up with my first video, which was just called About Me, and I talked about myself a little bit, talked about some of the stuff that I planned on making on this channel and all that kind of stuff. And again, it was just another thing to kind of keep me busy when I was at home all the time, and now it's grown into something that I love to do as well. But if you guys are going to take anything away from my story, I really just want you to know that no matter what happens to you in life, whether you're completely abandoned by your friends or your family or anything like that, you can get through it and you can come out on top, and you can always take your pain and put it into something better, something that will benefit you and even benefit others and make others happy, because that's what I'm always trying to do with my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel, is to put a smile on other people's face, even if they don't buy anything from me, even if they don't watch any of my videos. Maybe just seeing my thumbnail for my video or just stumbling across my Etsy shop will make them smile, and that's the ultimate goal. So I hope this story wasn't too sad or too confusing or anything, because it is kind of like really confusing, and obviously I don't want to start any drama with anybody, so I'm not going to say anybody's names, I'm not going to say what they did to me, anything like that. I just wanted to share my story of why I decided to start my shop, especially since it's almost been a full year since that day, and I am so excited about that. And it's also almost my birthday. When you guys see this, my birthday will be in 2 days, December 6th, and I am so excited to be 18. But anyway, I've rambled on for such a long time about just me and my personal life and everything. I've even talked so much that I feel like my voice is starting to go, so I definitely need to get off of here and stop wasting your time. I've been recording for almost 19 minutes now, but of course when I edit this down it will be much shorter, I'm sure, because of all my ramblings. I try to edit that out. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you never miss any of my craft, business, or crochet videos. Normally I do post blog posts every week, but this week I'm not going to, because first off, it's my birthday, and second off, I feel like this video as a blog post wouldn't really make sense, since it's just sort of a story time thing. So I am just going to leave the blog post off for this week. But if you guys would like to check that out, that is on my website, which is always linked down below, as well as all my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all of that. Everything I do is always in the description box down below. And of course, if you guys would like to check out my Etsy shop, that is also linked in the description box down below, where you can see all my products and all of that stuff I'm up to as well. And if you didn't know, I also do custom orders. Right now they're closed because I do have a couple that I'm working on, but like I said, school is going to be over for me soon, so I'm going to finish those up really quick and open up my customs again. But all of that information is always in my Instagram bio if you guys are interested. And with all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!